Welcome back. If it's Monday, it's Motivational Monday. And this summer, we are conquering our fears by saying yes to new experiences.
All right, so we're all going to try. As we know, though, it's not an easy task. So here to help us is peak performance expert and best-selling author Delatorro McNeil II. His book, Shift into a Higher Gear, Better Your Best and Live Life to the Fullest, is available now. We always love it when Delatorro comes in. Flies in from Florida. I didn't even realize that. How are you this morning?
Sensational. Thanks so much.
All right, so let's dig in here. There's something about summer that makes a lot of people more open to maybe stepping outside of our comfort zone, trying something new. So even then, saying yes sometimes is easier said than done. Why do you think that's the case? Some people are just reluctant to do anything out of their comfort zone.
Absolutely. So I coined a new phrase. Yes actually means you empower self.
Ooh.
Every single time you say yes, you're empowering yourself, because we're socialized to say no to everything, even from the time we're children up to adulthood. So what we have to learn how to do is condition ourselves to say yes. Every time you want to say yes, but you don't, the only reason why you're doing that is because you're bumping up against your comfort zone. Now, your comfort zone was set up by fear to keep you safe. Comfort zone, CZ, cubic zirconia, it's not real. It's like false evidence appearing real. Fear is not real, right? So when we can learn that fear thinks you're 5 years old, we can learn to push past fear to get into our yes.
But there are certain fears. I mean, a little fear is a good thing. You don't want to be fearless, because so how do you balance that?
Sensational, Al. So here's the truth. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the presence of fear and executing anyway. What we have to understand is that fear thinks you're a kid. Fear thinks you're a toddler. So it's always trying to protect you from things, because the definition of fear is a physiological response to a real or perceived danger, threat, or source of pain. So when I talk to corporations and organizations and I coach them, I help them understand that when we were born, there were only two fears we were put on this planet with: the fear of falling and the fear of loud noises. All other fears are concerned and considered in psychology learned behavior. So if we can learn fear, we can learn faith, because the truth is we have to learn how to doubt our doubts. A negative times a negative is always a positive.
I forgot I have to take notes with you. I'm like, where's my pen?
A negative times a negative equals a positive.
Yes. So that doubt, so we have to learn how to doubt our doubts, because here's the truth. Faith is simply belief in an outcome that we want. Doubt is simply a belief in an outcome that we don't want. And anytime we try to do something great, right, doubt creeps in. So I want to encourage you to doubt the doubt. Negative times a negative is a positive.
Let that
Let that
digest.
sink in a little bit, right?
Now, it sounds good in theory to, all right, let me just start saying yes to everything, but it can be a lot. And then you kind of overcommit yourself to a whole bunch of things. So are there baby steps? Are there ways? Like, how can we exactly do this?
Yes, very easy. Sensational question, Dylan. First and foremost, if we want to step into our yes, first thing we got to do is we have to literally confess the yes. Let's take wellness, for example. If we want to go on a wellness journey, I'm going to take my body to the next level. I'm going to take my nutrition to the next level. So you confess the yes. Second thing you do is you got to put the yes everywhere around you. Everywhere in your house, in your office. See visuals, because the brain loves imagery. See visuals of that new improved state of mind, that new improved state of body. Third thing you got to do if you really want to take it to the next level is find a great example of what wellness looks like. Does that make sense? We got to have mentors and coaches to show us the way. Number 4, we got to make sure that we're constantly taking those baby steps. Because I believe that success is hard by the yard. If you take it by the inch, you'll find out life is a cinch.
And these babies,
yard, inch, cinch. Hey, but what about it? Okay, we were talking earlier about facing our fears, doing something. My idea, jumping out of an airplane.
Yeah, perfect example.
Now,
yes.
I have, if it's perfectly working, and there's no reason to jump out.
Yes, sir.
So how do I get beyond that?
That's fantastic. I've actually skydived before. It was an incredible experience, and I think roller coasters are scarier than skydiving.
I'm the same way. I've skydived twice, and I can't stand roller coasters.
But I did it with friends, because see, success is better together. Shift is better.
You can all die together. I'm kidding.
But achievement is better in a collective, right? So transformation happens in a group. So I actually went with friends on a birthday, and it was an incredible experience. And I went with a trusted guy that had jumped 600 times. So it was a trusted location. It was a great Groupon, and it was exciting. Yes, come on, right?
That's really great.
So that's the key to stepping into our yes, is have fun with it. Number 1.
You're right.
Number 2, make sure you do it with a group of other people who are excited about it as well. And number 3, mix it up, right? Even if going back to the wellness example, right? Do volleyball one day, go running one day, right? Do the water balloons with your kids another day, right?
Start today walking.
Yeah.
You know what, Delatorro, before we're about to run out of time, but I will say this.
this, we're kind of smiling and having a good time. But there are so many people who are stuck.
Yeah.
And they're living all over places, all over the country, and they just stay in their same little comfort zone. You go to the same grocery store, and you're just stuck.
Yeah.
So this is that.
Say yes.
It's yes. So learn to say yes first and I say this all the time, when the why is strong enough, the what doesn't matter and the how shows up. Step into the yes and let the universe, God, source, fill in all the blanks along the way.
There you go. Although I will say, I don't know that I want to go with the cheapest place to go skydiving. Just me.
I do it in my
Just
job.
me.
I was clowning my Groupon. That's
I do the same thing.
I hope Groupon sends us a check for this.
Okay, for real. Come on, Craig.
That was great.
All right, Delatorro, thank